Amidst outcry over the plight of African migrants in Libya, the Sierra Leone government, through the International Organization for Migration, have received well over 164 of its citizens repatriated from the restive North African nation. According to IOM officials in Sierra Leone, the special chartered flight arrived on Tuesday, the 21st of November 2017, and that process was done through consultations between the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the International Corporation and the IOM head of mission in Sierra Leone. Senior officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Corporation, together with officials from IOM, social service providers, the security sector led by ONS, were all at the airport on Tuesday, the 21st of November, to receive the 164 returnees from Libya and still expecting over 100 more. Musa Khalil Kuruma, the executive director of Global Youth Network, said that every year hundreds of Sierra Leoneans leave the shores of this country heading to Europe and other parts of the globe in search of greener pastures. Sometimes these travelers use illegal and risky travel channels. Some lose their lives while others get stranded in other countries. He further urged the various channels responsible to embark on more sensitization and capacity drives, especially for the youths that make the bulk percentage amongst the returnees. Emmanuel Toure, the public relations officer in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, said that following several distress calls and media publications, officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Corporation engaged members of the diplomatic community to assist Sierra Leonean citizens stranded in other countries, including Libya, and that the IOM came to their aid on time.
But the government also is working very hard to create the enabling environment, that is through youth employment schemes, through private organizations, and we are talking to countries in the West to establish such industries in Sierra Leone, whereas our youth cannot leave this country to go elsewhere. So looking at the statistics of proportion of those coming in, you see that the graduate level is low, and those that are not even graduated, the number is too high. You see, so at the end of the day, what are they going for? To go and do menial job to earn some money. We all know, but the rush for money this time, you have to also make sure you seek travel advice before you leave your country. So that's the most important. I think we are trying our level best as a government and as a ministry to address this issue locally, and that is at national level, at international level. We're working with other partner countries around Africa to address holistically the issue of migration, and nationally to also come up with a policy on migration, because we have nothing enshrined in our legal framework, but we also want to come up with policies regarding that. And in as much as we come up with policies, etc., but we need to also create alternative so that people will, take their mind off what is out there as a dream and actualize it in the country. So in our bilateral or multilateral negotiations, we are encouraging Western countries, that is developing countries, to also establish facilities, factories, investments in Africa, in Sierra Leone, so that we create more employment that young people are drifted out there to go in search of.
From IOM said the returnees have voluntarily offered to be airlifted back home after going through difficult experiences. He went on to state that the Libyan government and the European Union provided funding for the air ticket, while IOM did the groundwork for the successful repatriation. In addition, the global migration body is also planning to provide the returnees a financial package to allow them to resettle easily in their respective communities. We're trying to integrate this set of Sierra Leoneans back to society and also ensure that these individuals don't have that same mindset that forced them out of the country in the first place. Rashid Kante, spokesperson from IOM, told journalists gathered at the National Stadium where the deportees are currently housed. Each of the returnees will be given 50 euros as transportation to the respective communities, said Kante, adding that this is an addition to a settlement package of 1,000 euros from the IOM. But IOM officials say the 1,000 euros won't be given to them in cash, and they have urged the deportees to work on individual business plans on which the money will be spent. Some of the deportees have spoken of their ordeal, with many lamenting that they have lost everything in their effort to go to Europe.
In the best interest of the government and people of Sierra Leone. So the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been working with us to bring back Sierra Leoneans to Sierra Leone, Sierra Leoneans who want to come back home. So we have been, our collaboration has been very cordial, up to date, and in fact, we are to meet anytime from now again to discuss the modalities of welcoming the next batch of Sierra Leoneans that will be coming on the chartered flight on the 13th of December, that's on Wednesday next week. In terms of reaching Sierra Leoneans out there, our organization is working with other partners. We have referral agencies who have the capacity or the expertise to talk to people who need the services of organizations like IOM to come back home voluntarily. As you rightly mentioned, most of our compatriots are out there all over the world, scattered, and most of them went to the irregular way, and up to now they could not regularize their status. So by all indication, they should come back home. But my organization, IOM, is not forcing anybody to come back home. We only work with people who are ready to come back home. That is why what we work on is called assisted voluntary return and integration, or assisted voluntary return. The whole idea of integration is based on the returnee's idea. We are not only giving $1,000 to set up businesses. Euros. No, let me see. Even that one also is a misconception. In reintegration, it's not like what you see, what you do to the goose, you do to the gander. In integration, not one size fits all. So we have people who come back and they receive different type of packages. Some people receive euros, maybe 1,000. Others will receive 1,300 euros. Some people receive $1,500. So can you imagine? It varies depending on the country you are coming from and the project that is funding your return back, or return and integration back to your country of origin.
Very easy, correct. Everything I want to talk, correct. Because things in the menu. So far, I take 6 months actually in Libya. And that 6 months actually not good for me. They push me, I go inside the water one time and I return back. Therefore, they didn't capture me, I'm going to prison. And I serve passport prison and I'm actually when raising for me. But like, the prison not to be compared with the prison but I go for prison. The first one actually I'm very, very, very much fine and difficult because since I didn't have the country, I never go to prison. And then I want to go to prison. If you eat in the morning, you eat in the past. The next morning, back before you get something for it. So like, you know, really easy for you.
Thousands of Africans put their lives at risk as they go on to a boat journey in search of what they think will be a better and easier living. It is a journey that begins with hope but often ends in despair. Many of them depart from Libya late at night, traveling across the Mediterranean Sea in broad streams with Italy as their central destination. I am Amidst reporting from Freetown, Sierra Leone.